It was supposed to be just another morning, the kind where nothing unusual happens. Fans were still talking about recent performances, still replaying iconic songs, still believing that a legend like Prince was somehow untouchable. Because that's how he felt, untouchable. A man who didn't just follow music, he controlled it. A man who could walk into a studio alone and walk out with an entire album written, produced, and performed by himself. But then, without warning, everything changed. April 21st, 2016, a date that still feels unreal to millions. Prince was found unresponsive inside an elevator at his own Paisley Park complex. No dramatic farewell, no public breakdown, no signs that the world could clearly see, just silence. And that silence was terrifying, because it didn't make sense. How does someone so full of life, so full of energy, just vanish like that? And that's where the mystery begins, because the deeper you go into Prince's life, the more you realize this wasn't just a story of fame. It was a story of control, secrets, rebellion, and a quiet struggle that almost no one truly understood. Think about it. This is a man who gave the world songs like Purple Rain, a song so powerful it felt like emotion itself had turned into sound. A man who blurred every boundary, race, gender, genre, long before the world was ready for it. But behind that brilliance, there was something darker, something hidden, something that would only come to light after he was gone. And as we go deeper into this story, you're going to see not just the rise of a legend, but the cracks that slowly formed beneath the surface. Cracks that the world ignored until it was too late. Prince Rogers Nelson was born in Minneapolis in 1958 into a world where music wasn't just present, it was unavoidable. His father was a jazz musician, strict and disciplined, while his mother carried a softer musical spirit. But their relationship didn't last, and their separation left a young Prince caught in the middle, moving between homes, never truly feeling stable. That instability did something to him. It didn't break him, it transformed him. Music became his escape, his control, his identity. By the time most kids were just learning basic chords, Prince was already experimenting, already pushing boundaries, already hearing sounds in his head that didn't exist yet. He wasn't trying to be famous. He was trying to create something the world had never heard before. And by the time he reached his late teens, it was clear this wasn't normal talent. This was something else, something rare. When Prince signed his first record deal, the industry thought they had discovered a star. What they didn't realize was they had just invited a revolution. Because Prince didn't play by their rules. He didn't want songwriters. He didn't want producers telling him what to do. He wanted control, complete control. And he got it. His early albums shocked people, not just because of how they sounded, but because of how they were made. One man, every instrument, every note, every lyric. It was almost unheard of. And then came the explosion, Purple Rain. Not just an album, a cultural moment. It wasn't just music, it was a statement. A fusion of rock, funk, pop, and something entirely his own. The film, the performances, the image, it all came together to create something unstoppable. And suddenly, Prince wasn't just successful, he was iconic. But success comes with attention, and attention brings pressure. The industry began to close in. Executives, contracts, deadlines, they all wanted a piece of Prince. Especially powerful companies like Warner Brothers Records, who had helped launch his career but now wanted to control its direction. They wanted fewer releases, more structure, more predictability. But Prince wasn't built for that. His mind moved too fast. His creativity couldn't be scheduled. And this is where things took a shocking turn. Instead of negotiating quietly, Prince did something that stunned the world. He changed his name. Not to another name, but to a symbol. A symbol no one could pronounce. Media outlets struggled. Fans were confused. But the message was loud and clear: he refused to be owned. He started appearing with the word slave written across his face. Imagine that image: a global superstar standing in front of cameras, silently protesting the very system that made him famous. It wasn't just rebellion. It was war. A war for artistic freedom. Some called him crazy. Others called him brave. But no one could ignore him. Behind the scenes, battles were intensifying. Contracts, rights, ownership, these weren't just business issues to Prince. They were personal. Because for him, music wasn't a product. It was a part of his soul. And the idea that someone else could control it was unacceptable. But while Prince was fighting these external battles, something else was happening internally. Something much quieter, much harder to see. Fame has a way of isolating people, and for Prince, that isolation became a way of life. He surrounded himself with music, with creativity, with endless work, but very few people truly knew him. He rarely gave interviews. He kept his thoughts guarded. Even those close to him described him as complex, kind, but distant, warm, but unpredictable. It was as if he lived in two worlds: the one we saw, full of color and sound, and another one, hidden behind closed doors. As the years went on, Prince continued to create at an almost unbelievable pace. Vaults of unreleased music, secret recordings, late-night sessions. It was as if he was racing against something. As if he knew time was limited, even if he never said it out loud. Younger artists looked up to him, calling him a genius, a pioneer. But even as he inspired millions, his own life remained a puzzle. Then came the final chapter, and it didn't look like what anyone expected. In the weeks before his death, there were subtle warning signs. A canceled show here, a moment of visible fatigue there, but nothing that suggested the end was near. Then, just days before everything changed, his private plane made an emergency landing. Officially, it was described as a minor health issue. Fans were told not to worry. But behind the scenes, the truth was more serious. And then, April 21st, the moment everything stopped, Prince was found alone, unresponsive, inside an elevator. The image itself felt symbolic, an icon, frozen between floors, between worlds. News spread instantly. Social media exploded. Fans refused to believe it. How could someone so alive be gone? The official report later revealed an accidental overdose involving a powerful medication. But that answer only created more questions. How did he get it? Did he know what he was taking? Reports suggested that the pills he consumed may not have been what he believed they were. Let that sink in. A man known for controlling every detail of his life, possibly unaware of what he was putting into his own body. And then came another shock. Prince had no will. None. No clear plan for his estate, his music, his legacy. What followed was chaos. Legal battles. Family disputes. A fight over one of the most valuable music catalogs in history. It was messy, complicated, and in a strange way, it reflected the mystery he left behind. Because even in death, Prince didn't give the world easy answers. Some believe his story is a warning about fame, about control, about the hidden pressures that come with being a genius. Others see it as a tragedy, an ending that came too soon, with too many unanswered questions. But maybe the truth lies somewhere in between. Because Prince wasn't just an artist. He was an experience, a force, something that couldn't be easily defined or understood. And maybe that's why his story still fascinates people today. Because no matter how much you learn about him, there's always something just out of reach. Something mysterious. Something unfinished. And maybe that's exactly how Prince wanted it. If you've just heard the story of Prince, then here's a powerful 5-minute suggestion you can give your audience at the end of your video, something that feels deep, emotional, and unforgettable. Before you leave this video, take just 5 minutes for yourself. Go somewhere quiet, put on your headphones, and listen to Purple Rain from start to finish. Not as background music, but really listen to it. Feel the emotion in his voice, the pain, the passion, the genius. And while you're listening, think about this. How many people in the world are silently struggling behind success? How many geniuses, just like Prince, are fighting battles we can't see? Let this be more than just a story. Let it be a reminder. A reminder to appreciate artists while they're still here. A reminder to check on people, even the ones who seem strong, and a reminder that talent and fame don't always protect someone from pain. Because sometimes the brightest stars are hiding the darkest struggles. Backhand index pointing right, then end with an engaging question. Do you think Prince's life was more about genius or mystery?